Hello folks, and welcome to another video. I hope this one finds you well. I've got a first impressions video for you today, with a difference, I suppose. Then again, aren't most videos on this channel a little different? I say with a difference because this aircraft, this is the iniBuilds A310 that was released for free into our simulator a fair while ago, sometime in 2022 from memory. And I sort of installed it, as did many of you, but I never got around to flying it for various reasons, mainly because I've got so many aeroplanes in the proverbial hangar that there's inevitably some, like this one, that miss out. Never had a particular interest in the A310. I still don't, to be honest. But I was thinking, it's an aircraft that I haven't flown before. I have seen some other videos featuring it. I thought, well, it's about time to explore it, even if I only fly it once. It's in the sim. Might as well give it a go. So that's what we're going to do. Download a delivery for it, being the FedEx Express. And I thought I'd fly somewhere that I don't generally fly. And I'll show you where that is as we have a look at little nav map. And where we are is in Africa. I don't get over here in the simulator all that often. We're going to begin our journey at the bottom of South Africa, beautiful Cape Town. We're going to fly out of the main strip there in Cape Town and head in a northerly direction, almost due north, up into Namibia, the capital, being Windhoek, I think is how you pronounce that. Windhoek, Eros Airport, Foxtrot Yankee Whiskey Echo is our destination. Our departure, Foxtrot Alpha Charlie Tango, because I know some of you really like the ICAO codes. That's our journey today, folks, of about 700 miles, and I'm going to fly a couple of airways and a departure and arrival and all that sort of stuff. Shouldn't take us that long, couple of hours here in the A310, something like that. Cruise up at 37,000 feet, and yeah, live weather, early morn, and yeah, just I'll give my opinion for what it's worth, which may not be much. First impressions video of an aircraft that's been around for a long time that no one probably has interest in. But you know what? It's my channel. I'll do what I want. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, as someone once said. Let me get it started. That could take a while. And then I'll rejoin you as we taxi out for departure. Alright, so this has been a learning experience. This is just beautiful though. Is this a handcrafted airport, Cape Town? I'm not sure. It kind of looks quite a bit better than stock. Love the time of day is just beautiful. Look at the colours and the quiet. Beautiful. All traffic turned off, folks, for performance. And yeah, just beautiful. Jumping inside, this is what it looks like at the moment. I've got some sort of power happening. I've got the APU started. I've got some stuff set up in the box, which is down here. Nav Acur upgraded. I have no idea what that means. There's a message there. I'm just going to clear it. I don't know what that means. We have aligned the IRS, I think. Yeah, working my way through the box. It's Airbus-ish. This is an Airbus aircraft, an early generation of it anyway. It's kind of like a hybrid Airbus Boeing type of thing. It's kind of what it feels like to me, which may be offensive to those of you that are Airbus fanboys, as well as those of you that are Boeing fanboys. But what I must say, first impressions in terms of the look and feel of the cockpit, it's nice, hey? It's nice. And I'm really impressed by this thing, this tablet. I can't remember actually seeing that in any of the videos that I watched. It was a while ago, admittedly, but this is actually pretty good. You look at what PMDG have done so far anyway, and compare it to something like this and what other developers have provided. This is nice. Flight details, aircraft type. You've got some settings that you can, or some what do you call it, configurations you can jump to. I've sort of gone cold and dark as a learning experience. Yeah, ground services are all there, including pushback controls. We might try and use those. Weather setup, weather at Cape Town is pretty good. Temperature 15, dew point 14. Wind is a light southeasterly. We're going to take off on 01, head straight towards the north. You've got some checklists and stuff, which of course we're going to ignore. Yeah, this performance calculator's nice once I worked out what it needed. But yeah, really nice. Look at that visual representation. That's good. Weight and balance looks like that. I put some packs in, I put some cargo in, I put some fuel in. Gave me a CG and a trim number and all that sort of stuff. And then you've also got your settings over here. So overall, I'm quite impressed by that. Surprised, pleasantly surprised. So I'll get us pushed back, folks, and we're going to head out and, like I said, depart runway 01 here at Cape Town. Alright, so taxiing down to our departure runway being 01 here at Cape Town. The one issue I found, and it may just be an issue local to me, is that I can't get my throttles configured. I'm using the tool on the tablet. I've tried it twice. It's not taking. So the position of my actual physical throttles in relation to where the N1 is very unique, to say the least. I've got my throttles around about 60% physically, but it's showing up at 23, and if I actually drop them back anymore, I kind of go into this reverse mode like that. So it is a little weird, that's for sure. But everything else looks to be okay. I've had to reduce our planned cruise to 33. The box told me that we wouldn't get to 37, I think I originally had planned. We've got our trims set 15, and we've got our flaps and slats 15. Our trims, our elevator trim is set. We've got our transponder sorted. We're taxiing along here at about 20 knots. It's going to take a little while. I'll just take an external while we do that. It's beautiful, hey? Beautiful lighting and stuff. I've got the old stutters are back. I've had a couple of flights virtually without stutters. They've returned for this one, whether it's the aircraft, the airport, which looks to be really well detailed. A combination of both. Don't know. But here we go, folks. FedEx A310. I'm sure that some of you are thinking, why do a first impressions video of an aircraft that has come and gone and most people have forgotten about? Hey, get with the times, old man. Some people will be thinking, well, as I said at the start of the video, I've never flown the thing, so it does count as a first impressions video. And yeah, it's my channel. That's it. If you don't want to watch a video of an old bloke fumbling his way through the A310, well, there's plenty of other videos to watch. I feel like I say something along those lines in most videos, basically telling people to go somewhere else. But it just comes down, if you're not enjoying it, just go somewhere else. So much content out there these days for you to consume. So we'll get our landing lights come on as we make the turn towards the runway. It's a bit hard to read these displays, the nav display. I kind of like the modern Airbus in that respect, a bit easier to read. I've got a view set up here, I do, there we go. This is 01, so we'll take landing lights, taxi light can come off. Keep ourselves coming around. All good. The wind is light. And it looks like we're kind of heading straight out. The memo is telling me that the landing light is extended. Thank you for confirming that. Nice long strip here. Now, things could get real interesting. I don't remember what you've actually got to do to get this thing... Well, I remember the basics, but this looks weird. My flight plan looks quite strange. So we might just head... we might kind of go into a heading select mode. Where's my heading bug? Kind of want it around... Where is it? It's coming around, isn't it? There it is. Alright, kind of go... Here's our runway heading. Do we get to plug in auto throttle? Does that actually work? That's autopilot over here. Is there an auto throttle arm? Or is that it? Like I said, folks, fumbling my way through. Anyway, let's just do this thing, hey? Right, let's throttle them up. Let's go toga power. There we go. Toga set, toga mode. I hope. Airspeed's alive anyway. We're away. Pretty high rotate speed here. There's 100. Keep on going. Boy, oh boy, we're going to use a fair bit of this strip. There's V1, and we can kind of start to rotate, can we? Nice and gentle for the first one, mate. Up to 10 degrees, positive rate, you can come up. Retrim. Yeah, we've got no vertical mode sorted here. Runway heading for a bit. Yeah, first stage of flap up, what do you reckon? What about if I go level change and bug up, say 220? Can I kick auto throttle in? I can now. Can I go MCT mode? There we go. I need a lateral mode, I reckon. Can I go heading select? Sort of I'll bring us around. I won't fly the SID. And what's happening there? And we also need autopilot on, which would be that one. There we go, folks. Slowly but surely, we get there. It's a learning experience for an old fella. It's just beautiful, hey? Shout out to residents of Cape Town. I do know that I have a few South Africans that do watch the channel. Don't know if anyone resides in Cape Town though. Bloody lovely. Folks, we are away. I'll continue flaps and slats and all that sort of stuff. We'll also accelerate through 250 knots. Or 250 knots. There we go. What happens if I hit profile? I'm going to hit it. What does that do for me? Something or other. Bring our heading around a little bit further. Oh, didn't want to zoom in quite that much. Zoom out on the display, which will be that one there. Yeah, actually we'll change that. We'll change that heading. We'll come across to Erdus, or towards Erdus, which is out here. About 060, mate. Like so. So, how are we looking? We got everything okay? I think so. How's our flaps and slats situation? We're good for that. I think we're okay. I'll come downstairs into the box and go direct Erdus and insert. And if I go into nav mode, it should take me direct to Erdus. It does. And my vertical profile, is that sort of the equivalent of VNAV? Forgive my ignorance. Are we going direct ERDAS? We're trying to. We've got a tailwind at this point. Look, we're going alright. First time flying the aircraft, complete unfamiliarity. We're doing alright. Folks, I'll see you during the cruise up to Namibia. Alright, settled in the cruise. Welcome to flight level 330. It took us a while to get there today. That might have been my doing, not knowing how to operate the aircraft, but I think I got us here safely. There wasn't any red flags or loud chimes or anything like that. Nice looking aeroplane, the A310. For mine, but I like aeroplanes. I don't think I've met an aeroplane that I didn't find attractive in some form. Sounds a bit dodgy. Finding aeroplanes attractive, but that's what us aviation tragics do. So continuing the sort of first impressions, genuine first impressions, and you can tell by my mishandling and questioning myself and clicking things and hoping there will be a reaction and hoping that it's the right reaction. First impression is positive. I'm not sure that this is an aeroplane that I would choose to fly a lot of, but fantastic that this is available for the sim. Impressed by the tablet, as I mentioned. Texturing and all that sort of stuff is very good. It looks authentic to me, having never been inside of an A310. What does this mean? What happens if I click that off? Just got annoyed by seeing the word shed. It has some meaning in the electrical system world, doesn't it? Anyway, clicked it off, went away, didn't get any other warnings, so all tickety-boo for mine. Yeah, down here I do have a memo awaiting my attention. TAT in the icing range. That's nice to know. Am I iced up or not? Don't think so. And the centre fuel tank is feeding. Feeding on what? I like that there's independent boxes. That's nice. You can't do anything with that binder, no. I've got our approach plugged in and I've got ourselves sorted out nice and early. Approach speed of 148, it looks like. Landing config sorted. Economy cruise, we've got just under 600 miles till we get to Windhoek. Our air conditioning situation, a very comfortable 23 degrees. Cabin altitude is 6,000 feet. Comfortable for the packs. Some engine stuff. Some more engine stuff there. I'm in cruise mode. I think that's right. I think everything's okay. I think. I've got the nav display set up the way I want it. It's like flying those old, the older model Boeings, like the 300 series and the 400 series Boeing 737s. That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, anyway, first impression, very positive. Stumbling my way through it, but enjoying the learning experience, and that's a big part of simulation for me. Making mistakes, making a fool of myself. The difference between people who have YouTube channels and people that don't are that our mistakes sometimes become public. Anyway, I'll continue the flight and join you closer to our destination. We'll try and shoot an approach and see if I can get this thing on the ground in one piece. Alright folks, welcome back. We have commenced our descent down into Windhoek. It's been a very pleasant flight over a different part of the world than what I normally fly in. Different terrain, certainly different texturing and colours to explore. The weather's been beautiful. We've had a tailwind component all the way down, well and truly into Namibian airspace at this time. Going to be flying an RNAV or an improvised RNAV into runway 19 at our destination. I'll join you again for the concluding stages, and we'll see how this feels to hand fly an approach. Right, down through about 170 at this time. That's our field right there off the left wing. Basically flying an extended, a very extended left downwind down onto runway 19 here in the capital. It's just beautiful texturing, isn't it? What I can say in terms of an overall first impression of the aircraft is very positive. I've enjoyed this. This is not normally an aeroplane that I would fly. It's taken me this long to actually drag it out of the hangar. I'm not sure that I'd fly it often, or even if I'd fly it again. But I've enjoyed the experience. Certainly made a lot of mistakes, so if you come here looking for a tutorial, I'm sure you're very disappointed. But yeah, I don't do tutorials, folks. I'm sure there are many other qualified professional content creators who can take you through how to operate this aircraft properly. Anyway, we'll join you again closer to touchdown. And folks, this final image in the video sums up how things went as I continued the approach. No idea what happened. We lost control, and this is where I pressed pause. We're down through 7,000 feet. I did pause the sim to go and get a bevy. Came back, unpaused, and this was the result. We lost power and quickly went out of control. So lots of lights on there that probably shouldn't be. We seem to have got some faults. I mean, I could continue the flight by doing this. It's not going to get any better, folks. I've got absolutely no control of the aeroplane. And just before touchdown. There we go. That's how we end. That little, the residents of that little house down there are going to be rudely awakened this fine morning to the crash of a beautiful, or formerly beautiful, FedEx A310. No explanation there, folks, about how that happens. Maybe it's a known issue. Maybe it's something I did wrong. I don't know. But that's how the flight ends. My first impression until this point has been overwhelmingly positive. I did question whether I'd fly it again. I've just answered my own question. 2-letter word, starts with N, ends with O. Anyway, folks, thanks for your company in another video. I don't know whether this one will have much interest to anyone. I'll post it anyway. Maybe it'll provide some entertainment. My dog has decided to provide her judgment through a bark. It's time to end the video. Until next time, folks. Bye for now.